What's up, everybody? Back again with another episode of Drunk Cooking with Hunter. So, today it's going to be a little bit different. We're going to actually be testing out a YouTube video I saw which deals with making shit cuts of meat a lot more tender. So basically taking really crappy, maybe not really crappy, but crappy cuts of meat and making them a lot more tender than they usually are. So right now we have a top of round steak. Where does that come from? I don't know. I could look it up, but too lazy to. What we're going to do is, you can see I got my Orlando shirt on because I'm from Orlando. Got my Orlando City koozie on, and it's nice and sparkly purple because I'm gay like that. Pop that old beer. So what we got right now is a top of round steak. Where that comes from on the beef cow, I don't fucking know. But I can tell you, it's tough. There's not much fat. I mean, oh look, there's a tiny little bit there. There's a tiny little bit there. Oh, I puked in my mouth a little bit. It's really thin. I'd say little less than half an inch. So what we're going to try to do is we're going to tenderize it a little bit. It's from a YouTube video I saw. I'll put the guy's link in the description down below. I don't remember his name. I've seen it a couple of times. So basically what he says is, try it again. So, I've never done this before. I've never tried it. I figured the first time I try it, I might as well do a YouTube video on it. I don't remember the guy's name or his channel. I'll put it down in the description below. So basically what you do, from what he says, is you take sea salt, you just cover the meat with it. Now for every inch of meat, you let it sit for an hour. So you have 1.5 inches, hour and a half, 1 inch, an hour. Right now we are looking at half an inch, a little less than half an inch. I mean, literally this was $3.30. Can't be the best cut of meat. And it's going to be tough as shit. But what we're going to do is we're going to cover it with the coarse sea salt and see where that goes. Let's get started. It was $3.30. Literally, $3.30. How can you go wrong with that? Even if it sucks. I'll feed it to the dogs. They'll probably like it. Alright, so we're about ready to begin with this. So what we have, ingredients are very simple. I mean, if you can't get this right, might as well jump off a building because you're retarded. Look at this. We got Orlando. We got Orlando City. Alright, so we're back. I got Logan as my handy dandy cameraman. This is the ingredients we're using. Sea salt. We got the eye around, about half an inch, which means 30 minutes. Grab some beer. So bring it on in here a little bit, bud. So just coarse sea salt. And from the video, just cover the entire thing. So that's what we're going to do. You don't rub it in. Do not rub it in. And this is literally what they say. This is totally counterintuitive to what I've always done. Covering steak completely with salt. Sounds crazy to me. I still think it's crazy. I think the guy who made the video is batshit crazy. But for $3.30 and $1 or $2 worth of salt, we'll try it anyways. So literally just and you want to try to get an even coat over the whole thing. So we've coated the entire thing. Like I said, it's about half an inch, and we want to do every inch at an hour. So half an inch obviously is 30 minutes. Don't rub it in. Now another thing that's completely counterintuitive to what I've been told with meat is when it's done, you don't brush the salt off, you wash it off with water. Thank you to Logan for his handy dandy camera work. So we're going to let it sit for half an hour, then we're going to go ahead, wash it off. So the person that I got this video from, or that I'm basing this video off of, again, his link will be down in the description. he showed how after he washed the salt off, the beef or steak, I don't know how to explain it. It looked like it had been kind of pulled apart, cut in different places. It looked like it had been scored. So that's what's going to be most exciting to me. So give me 30 minutes and we'll be back. All right, so as you can see, this is normal salt, dry as hell. This is the salt that's sitting on the steak. It's nice and wet, pulling all the moisture out. You can see right there, all right here. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and take this steak and we're gonna wash the salt off. You're gonna bring it over to the sink and you're literally just gonna take it, turn it on cold. Oh, that's nice. That's real nice looking. And just wash it off. Now, you don't need to wipe it. You don't need to do anything like that. As you can see, the steak has now got all these cuts in it. Looks like somebody's taken a knife and scored it. Alright, so like I said before, what we're going to do is just sear it real quick. We got this on about, I would say medium high. It's on 6 of 10. And it's so lean, we really don't need to do it for long. It's going to sizzle like a motherfucker. Ready to go. So now we're going to turn it up real quick because it's going to get a lot colder. So you can hear it cooking. Get that olive oil a little bit around it. That's about long enough for the first side, as you can see. I'll throw it on there. So as you can see, all that pink is pretty much gone. Now that we have it seared a little bit, it's so thin you're not going to get a good crust on it like a real steak. So it's just a little bit seared on each side. You just want to get it cooked a little bit. So we have it set on about 325, 300, between 300 350. It's not going to take any time to cook. Honestly, you could probably eat it right now, but I want to make sure that we don't get sick when we eat it. Alright everyone, it's that time again. We're done. Let's see how it turned out. We're just going to go ahead and pull it out. Alright guys, back again. Last time you saw me was about 5 minutes ago when we what's it called? Sear, thank you. Alright guys, back again. Last time you saw me was about 5 to 6 minutes ago when we were searing it on high heat. I did it on a number 6. Really should have been about 8 because once I flipped it over, the pan was already getting a lot colder, so it didn't get an even sear. I had the oven turned on at about 300 to 350, probably 320, 325. Really? Because that's right in the middle. Thanks, Hunter. I can do math. So, I didn't even let it preheat. The reason being is it's a $3.30 cut of meat. I really don't care. The whole premise of this video was just to test if you layer it in sea salt or any type of salt, that it'll make it a lot more tender than it is. Other thing. So, and honestly, the juices are running clear. Let's see what it looks like. Just cut it right down the middle. It's a lot of it overdone, which is not surprising. So that's what it looks like. It actually is very tender, to be honest with you. So the verdict is, I don't know if it works. I don't know if this salt tenderization works. I let it sit, and this literally is less than half an inch. And I let it sit for about 40 to 45 minutes, which is a lot longer than the hour per inch rule. I don't think I did it right though. I don't think I cooked it right. I did the salt trick right, but I don't think I cooked it right, and I had a really crappy cut of meat, which in the guy's video, again, link in the description, says you can make shitty cuts of meat very tender. And he has it, and he's pulling it apart and everything, just with his bare hands. I couldn't do that. I could not do that. And I let that coarse sea salt sit on there for a while. Let's see how it tastes. It's actually not bad. Still very tough. Very tough. But taste-wise, it's pretty damn good. It's not that bad. It really isn't. Is it something I would cook to entertain guests? No. If I was having a girl over, would I choose this? Fuck no. If I was just having the night with the boys and drinking a bunch of beer, gangster. It's definitely that. I mean, honestly, I like the flavor of meat. I don't season my meat with anything but salt. I don't even like black pepper. I like habaneros, jalapenos. Some of you call them jalapenos. I call them jalapenos. But do I attribute any of this flavor to the guy's video where he makes it tender? No, absolutely not. It's just the flavor of the steak. Is this a poor man's steak? For $3.30 for this? Go to McDonald's, see what $3.30 gets you. So in my opinion, his method's bullshit. I think I fucked it up, to be honest with you. I think I really screwed it up. I didn't do it right. I don't have the right cut of meat. But he also says you can use any cut of meat, any cheap cut of meat. Well, this is about as cheap as it gets. $3.30 for about a pound of it? No, I don't think so. So the verdict is, no, it doesn't work. But for $3.30, can you get a shitty steak that actually tastes kind of good and fills you up? Thumbs up your asses, bitches. This is Hunter with Drunk Cooking, signing off.